Hey y'all, this your girl Candace with Candace H Creations, and it is 11:37, January 2nd. We're in the second day of the new year, right? And for the most part, y'all know I come on, I do my prayer videos, I do, gym routine, and, just a day in the life as a mommy vlogger, or however you want to put it, right? Last week, I posted a video about Brooke and my baby girl and some of the girls that she was in communication with. They were all like little friends online and on the phone and stuff like that. They would play Roblox, normal kid stuff. However, it's been some incidents to where I've overheard conversations. My mom has overheard conversations. My daughter, my son has overheard conversations that they were having. And we would either make Brooke get off the phone, or me, I would say, hey girls, you shouldn't say that, that's not nice. Or why is she crying? Or, you all be nice to each other. I would say something like that in passing. If it got too bad, I would make Brooke get off the phone and be like, okay, yeah, you take a break. Long story short, this past Sunday, we were in the car. I took Brooke to Ulta and all of that Ulta thing. And if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch. It's about 10, 11 minutes long. And in that video, I was saying how I blocked these little girls because I told Brooke I've had enough. They're not uplifting to each other. Everybody is being mean. And let's be clear, Brooke is no angel, okay? But I get Brooke. If I hear Brooke saying something wrong, or if she's out of pocket with something, I correct her right then and make her apologize. Y'all be nice. If you can't be nice, you get off the phone. So now keep in mind, I blocked these girls. Block, delete from Brooke's phone. Tell me why on Monday, I went to work, Brooke was home. She forwarded me a message that one of the little girls sent to another little girl that Brooke is able to talk to, because she wasn't, some of the girls are younger, more of Brooke's age bracket, and when they're on the phone, they do kitty stuff, little girl stuff. They play with baby dolls, they draw, they do all this kind of stuff, right? So I was telling Brooke, I said, well, you can continue to talk to those little girls. This one little girl that I blocked forwarded a message through another little girl to make sure that it got to me. So Brooke sent the message to me. And I'm gonna see if it's a way that I could pin this message or put it at the end of this video, because I just want to make sure, and I just want y'all to comment below to make sure I'm not tripping. But, and at the end of the text, she said, and make sure your mama see this. You 10 years old. I am old enough to be your mama, if not your grandma. And you wanted to make sure that you forwarded a message to get to an adult, right? Problem number one. So at this point, I said, okay, let me contact her mom. This little girl is in cheer with Brooke. I said, let me contact her mom. I contacted her mom. I asked her mom to give me a call. While waiting on her call, I contacted Brooke's dad. I had already made him abreast and put him aware of what was going on, this, that, and the third. and forwarded him the messages that were sent to me. And we both like, what is wrong with this little girl? I'm like, I don't know. I messaged her mom, want her mom to call me so we can talk about it. Sure enough, her mom called. I said, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I blocked the girls. And she told me that her daughter had told her that, and that she told her daughter that she thought that that was a good idea. Based off the first interaction that we had, which the little girl told Brooke she was going to beat her up because Brooke had an iPhone 14. That was the first incident. That was years ago. She had never even met Brooke in person. This was an on the phone thing, my friend, conference your friend, and just little girl stuff, right? So, got the mom on the phone. She said she was aware, and she said, well, yeah, you know, I told Naomi that, oh Lord, I done said the little girl name. Oh well. I told her that I didn't think that was a bad idea because of it's an age difference. Brooke is 8. This little girl is either 10 or 11. And I didn't think that was a bad idea and blah, blah, blah. And so I was telling her, I was like, you know, we live in a society to where, you know, we have to make sure that we are, you know, checking after our kids, checking on their phone and this and that. And she was like, well, I check her phone and whatever. And, you know, I was like, okay. I was like, because I've seen other messages from your daughter to my daughter saying that she's going to drop her. In other words, beat her up because of some little boy was either playing Roblox with Brooke that's supposed to have been her boyfriend or whatever. And I told her, I said, well, when I get those messages, I'll forward it to you too. Now, me in my mind, how I'm wired, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm talking to the mom. Because I even told her, I said, I wasn't even going to say anything to you about the first text that she sent me when she said, make sure your mama get this message. And, you know, I'm going to post them all. From a 10-year-old girl to a 45-year-old woman. This is what she's telling me. She's trying to relay a message to me, right? Now, if the tables were turned, and that was Brooke being disrespectful or sending a disrespectful message as such, I would have told her as a parent, I apologize for my child sending that to you. I am going to handle this. Not one time did this lady apologize. She said, well, I'm going to talk to her because I know she wouldn't have never said that to an adult to their face. What difference does it make? She wrote it in a text to make sure that it got to me, and your daughter was already blocked. So she wanted to make sure that she was able to basically tell me about myself. Problem number 2 and 3. I'm not going to uphold my children in their BS. I'm just not. That's why I was saying in my last video, it is important, it is imperative that we have the type of relationship and the communication with our kids so we know. Now, if somebody told me, okay, Brooke got sassy, or I told Brooke to do something and she didn't do it right then, yep, I can believe that because Brooke does it with me until I correct her. But I'm not gonna just say, oh no, you lying on my child, or give off that energy as if, oh yeah, I know she would never do that. You don't know what these damn kids will do nowadays. These kids are, this internet, all of this stuff that these kids watch, you don't know what. I have even went as far, because I went through Brooke's phone. I go through Brooke's phone. This little girl, this same little girl I'm talking about, you got videos that you sent to their little group chat about P. Diddy. And I'm trying to figure out why Brooke was talking about P. Diddy. I'm like, we don't even discuss that kind of stuff. It's all in who she was talking to. So yeah, I put a stop to it. Fast forward to the day. Brooke had cheer practice. In this video, this little girl basically said Brooke need to go to another cheer team, because the undertone that I took from the message was that she's not wanted at that cheer camp on their team based off this little girl. So I said, you know what? I've spoken with the mom, and she was basically, she really didn't care. If I can be completely honest, she didn't really care, or she showed lack of, right? But that's your business. You raise your kids how you raise your kids, and that's just how you. But I'm telling you, because if it was somebody out there in the street that didn't really care, and your child was coming out their mouth, and they had other siblings, it could have went a whole nother way. But I'm not even that type of person. I felt like, we could have been on the same page. Like, yeah, let's get these girls. They don't have no business bickering and fighting against each other. They're girls. Stuff. I got none of that from the mom. So when I seen what type of energy and what type of time she was on, I said, okay, I already see how this gonna go. So today, I called the coach. I said, hey, I just want to make you aware. I said, I'm not even going to go down the rabbit hole about when it happened, about the first message. I said, but Brooke and this little girl, they had a little spat. I winded up blocking this little girl, but I know that they're on the same cheer team. I said, so, and as I was talking to her, I said, I'm going to send you the message that she sent me. I sent her the message as I was talking, and the lady was like, what? Wait a minute. She sent? I said, yes, ma'am. She sent that through another little girl to make sure it got to me. Yeah. So, me and the coach talked, and she was like, I understand where you're coming from, and this and that, and the girls, they need to get along, and I totally agree, right? So I'm thinking, boom, that's that. I went to pick Brooke up. I'm sitting outside, and I noticed that they had them to kind of sit down in like a little huddle group, and they were talking to them. Didn't think anything of it, but I knew I was going to ask Brooke what that was about. Brooke get in the car. Brooke, how was cheer? It was good. I said, did anything happen today? No, ma'am. I said, well, did say something to you? And she paused and didn't say anything. Now, at this time, I'm on FaceTime with my daughter, my oldest daughter. And so my oldest daughter was like, she said something because how Brooke reacts. So I said, Brooke, tell me the truth. Did this little girl say something to you? And she was like, no. She said, she didn't, mommy. I said, oh, okay. She said, well, when I walked in, she told me, hey. I said, oh, okay. And so as we were driving, I said, so what was y'all meeting about? Oh, the coaches wanted to talk to us about bullying and being nice to each other and stuff like that. So I said, oh, okay, that was good. I know where it stemmed from. I just wanted to know what was said, because I didn't know that the coach never told me that she was going to have like a little, but I can appreciate that you're addressing everybody and not singling the person out who I told you it was about, right? I said, okay. About 10 minutes later, I get a text from the little girl's mom. Did you tell the coaches about the FaceTiming incident that happened with the girls? I replied, no, I didn't, but I did advise them of the text message that your daughter sent. She replies back, okay. Then she sends another message. Who did you talk to? I talked to Coach blank. And I think she said, thank you. After that, she sent me another text message saying, I would appreciate whenever you're talking about my child that you include me. Wait a minute. I had a whole conversation with you about your child. And when I had the conversation with Coach blank, I was telling her what had happened, not just with your child, but all of the girls that were involved. I was telling her about what your child said about the whole cheer thing and basically bullying her that she can't come there because she's not wanted there. That's where that came from. And I'm still trying to be cordial, still trying to keep a level head, because I felt myself about to go when it came to my child. So she texts back, I said what I said. Now, for those who know me, I'm pretty much by myself. I don't hang. I don't do anything like that with. I'm just me. If it's not me and my kids, or if it's not me and my man, if it's not me and my daughter, I'm not on the scene. Or if it's not me and sometimes I be with my cousin and them. If it's not that, I don't do that with women. I've been in relationships like that, and it's catty, and it's just not me. So, because I know how I am. Don't nobody know me better than me. And I be ready to go off because I don't do a lot of this. I just don't. So, knowing that's how I am, I refrain from putting myself in certain situations that I know gonna make me click, that's gonna make me go off, that's gonna set me back 20 plus years on how I used to be, and I don't wanna be that way. But I got that way tonight. I still feel some type of way. And it's almost midnight, and I cannot sleep because I feel like this lady tried me when I just tried to have a simple conversation with you about what was going on with the girls. I set a precedent for my daughter. She's not supposed to be on the phone with your daughter. They have to communicate because they're on the same team. The cheer company, whoever it is, they don't have to worry about my daughter come next year because she will not be with these people. And I'm just thinking that we can just have a woman to woman, mom to mom conversation. And when it's about, I didn't say anything derogatory. So I'm sitting up here, I'm beating myself. I'm like, well, what did I say that was so out of pocket that you didn't know? I didn't single your child out. The coaches I know didn't single your child out. They talked to the group as a group. So comment by, am I tripping? Did I miss something? So I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, you know, this is what happened. I was like, am I wrong? And he basically said, he was like, no, you're not wrong. You did it the right way. He's like, but you gotta understand, we don't live in a world where parents would actually try to go and talk to the parent and talk to make sure everybody's on the. Most people, he said his opinion that she took offense to it because I took it to the coach. I said, is it that she took offense to it, or was she embarrassed that her child sent an adult that type of message? But at the end of the day, and I don't want to make this video too long, I'm already hitting at 19 minutes almost. I don't tolerate disrespect from anybody. Man, woman, boy, girl, I just don't, because I give respect and I expect it back. And if I'm ever put in a position and it's not reciprocated to me, back to me, I either remove myself out of I try my best to remove myself out of that situation, because I know once I go, I go. So I was telling him, I said, before I go to bed, which I always pray, I said, I really have to do some praying tonight, because it's 2025 and the devil is already trying to stick up his little head, but it's not going to work because I see it for what it's worth. That's why you got to be careful what you speak out your mouth and what you let loose in the atmosphere into the universe, because the devil be mad, and he going to continue to be mad at me because I will not allow this type of stuff to blur or get me so caught up in something like this that it gets me off my game. So I wanted to come to you guys and just kind of vent and talk to you all about it. I am very open for constructive criticism. If I was wrong, then tell me exactly what I could have done differently. Like I said, I'm gonna try to post these text messages in here, but if it's something that I could have done differently, let me know. I feel like I did everything the right way, that I went through all the right channels. But if I was out of pocket, y'all let your girl know. And y'all know I don't even come to y'all like this. I'm all in my night clothes. I got out the shower. I said, I got to talk to my people because I can't even go to sleep. I am not like tired at all. I might go up, go in and do some laundry. I don't know. Maybe when I get out, I'll go to sleep. But right now I'm babbling. But yeah, that's what happened today. And I told her, I said, it's getting late. If you want to talk about this in the morning, it's no need to talk. I said what I said. Are you serious? So this is the type of world we live in, that we can't even be adults and have a sensible conversation or agree to disagree. I am floored. Like, this is the type of stuff that I'm gonna have to, or potentially have to deal with, just so that Brooke can have friends. We definitely gotta be praying, you guys. We definitely gotta pray. If this is the type of stuff that's going on now, and these girls are 8, 9, and 10, and 11, where is the accountability? Where is the teaching and the molding and where is all that when it comes to us raising these kids? Okay, y'all, I'm about to go. It's 22 minutes in, but y'all get what I'm saying. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully this is the end of this, but I wanted to document this because things like this is real. My daughter was telling me about, she's seen something on TikTok or something, that it was a group of girls being mean, and I hope I'm getting it right, to another girl, or they was on that and they was like, oh, well, I cut myself right here, and they cutting on their arms and stuff. Where are the parents? I be all up in, Brooke ain't got no business. She's 8. She don't have no business. Her business is my business. Her phone is my phone. Her Roblox account, that's my Roblox account, because I'm looking all up and through there. So that's it, y'all. I ain't got no more. Let me finish my facial care so I can get ready to go to bed. But y'all pray for your girl. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And I'll see you guys in the next video.